Hello, my name is Danelle Lazcano. I am a 2014 Adams City graduate. I am now a graduate of Colorado State University with a degree in mechanical engineering. I'm headed to NASA after graduation, but I want to talk a little bit more about my story and where it all started. So in 2014, I had been advised to look at my classes and see if I can attend certain colleges. I had been able to tour across states and check out things that are not in Colorado, but I still vouched to go to school in Colorado to stay near my family. And after that, I had an issue finding financial aid for college, which is typical coming from a lower income high school. I basically did not have access to as many resources, but thankfully I was able to attend a renewable energy summer camp here at CSU to change my mind completely. I was not going to go to college. I was thinking I was going to find a job in renewable energy some other way without a degree and save the world through solar panels, through wind turbines, etc. And then when I was able to get scholarships from the Daniels Fund and the Alliance Partnership, I was very grateful that I can attend CSU. And with that, we basically started my college career. I've been working as an ambassador for the College of Engineering, helping high school students like you get to college. It can be very intimidating coming onto a campus and leaving your family. It can be very scary. I remember being told a couple times that I didn't have the grades to continue in engineering, so I didn't immediately get admitted. I was actually deferred to undeclared. And I lived in Braden Hall with the Key communities and was able to find friends that way, find myself specifically. I spent at least 2 semesters doing that, finding the things that I enjoyed, working with kids, wanting to make sure that whatever I did choose for the rest of my life was going to make me happy. And with all of that, my family was a huge influence on what I wanted to study. They wanted me to go into nursing or in the medical field, and when I had advised that I actually wanted to do engineering, I was pushed back. Eventually, I kept pushing through. Now, I had to go through calculus, physics, chemistry. All of these courses were not introduced to me in high school, unfortunately. So when I got to college, I failed my first semester. I failed all of my intro classes, but I needed calculus to get into the College of Engineering. I was able to pass physics and chemistry barely with C grades, and I needed a B in calculus. So I ended up failing not once, not twice, but I failed calculus 3 times before being able to get admitted into the College of Engineering. And after the second time, an advisor had convinced me, maybe this isn't for you, you continue to fail classes, this is going to waste money, this is going to waste time. And in my heart, I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I continued pushing through, even though it seemed like it wasn't the fit for me. And then when I actually got into engineering, I didn't have any community that looked like me or any females that resembled a community like me. So I started to fail again. I was not going to classes. I was not studying with other groups. I almost abandoned myself in my college career up until I was able to pass my classes to get in. I said, why would I work so hard to fail now, right at the beginning, right at the start of the race? And so I continued to be an independent student by finding resources by myself, reaching out to the Alliance Partnership for resources that I wasn't aware of yet. And they actually helped me with a lot of tutoring. So I did all the free tutoring that you can find here on campus. And I thought that was embarrassing. I had to humble myself when it came to tutoring and asking for help and asking questions. That can be the biggest challenge that you might face as you come to college, is asking questions and asking for help. And so being alone, I was able to find a community not only in my residence hall, but also through working, through networking, and continuing to develop who I was as a person. And that was the biggest part, is just developing my character and the principles that you want to follow. In that, I started participating in a lot more study groups, and I found a social group that I was able to not do homework with and go have fun, which is very, very important as well. As you are here on college, school can be a number one priority, but if you tend to forget about all the other things that go along in life, you will start to feel that, and it will be an emotional drain. So my biggest advice is, when you hit financial issues or when you run into an obstacle, it's always best to go out and look and ask for help. There's always going to be resources. Maybe you don't know of them yet, but they're definitely out there. I am now a resource for you. If you ever had any questions, I have done 6 years of engineering, 6 years of being here on a college campus, so I should be able to help you with all the resources that I've used. And then in the end, going through college, engineering was difficult, but if it's something that you really want to wake up doing every single day, it's definitely worth it to put in your effort. Every single time that you run into something that's going to challenge you, people usually want to quit and give up, but it's up to you to continue moving on. So I'm very thankful for all those who continue to support me, who encourage me to push through, to finish engineering. And if I didn't finish engineering, if I had just given up after failing calculus, I would not work at NASA. I would not be a cryogenic propulsion systems engineer. And that is my next phase of life. After college and all the adversity and failing calculus 3 times, I am now looking forward to working and developing my career as an engineer. Being a mechanical engineer has been a thrill. I'm very excited to start my job as a rocket scientist. And in that, the details are, what are you going to do now? What's the big plan? So I moved to Florida and I start my career. It is scary moving away from home, kind of crackle thinking about it, because being around family was very important to me. So even leaving to go to college was a big deal. And they always wanted me to come back. They never wanted me to be not even an hour away. That was too far. So going to Florida is definitely a risk, but I think it's all going to be worth it. I hope that I can excel and continue overcoming those obstacles that might come in my way. But like I said, there's going to be more resources for me to utilize. And even though those things might not be known and I have no idea what's coming for me, I'm still going to have an exciting outlook on it. And I'm really, really thankful to have all of these opportunities and to get to this point where I can be grateful. So I hope that this message warms your heart, knowing that in some decisions, even if you don't want to go to college, it's all about what you want to do and what's going to make you happy. And in the end, if that's not college, that's okay. I'm not here to promote college, simply just share my story with you so that you feel welcome when it's your turn to walk on this campus.